Hi, we're here at the launch of the Garmin Edge 800 and we're going out for a ride with the Garmin Transitions team. Okay, so we've been out for a ride with the Garmin's Transitions team and used the new Garmin Edge 800, and we've got Andy here from Garmin who's going to talk us through the main features of this new release.
Yeah, I mean, this is the Edge 800. It's going to be available probably third week in October in terms of being available in the shops. And what we tried to do with it is really to take everything we've got from a performance perspective on the Edge 500, so that's all the power data, all the data fields customizable that you can see, and combine that kind of performance functionality with improved navigation capability versus the 705. So basically what that means for a UK audience is that it's now compatible with Ordnance Survey mapping. It's now significantly easier to navigate through the menus using the touchscreen, but it carries across everything that both of those did, and it adds to them. The data screens, you can literally flick through those just by pushing the right hand arrow. Touchscreen works with gloves, no issue there, so in any conditions.
And you can also flick through the screens by...
You can swipe across as well. So whatever's easiest when you're on the bike, you don't need to be that precise, it's just pretty straightforward swiping across. So in terms of the performance features, same kind of customizable screens that you can see on all of the Garmin products. We've got this set up to show 8 fields, but you can have up to 10, and there are up to 3 of those screens that will loop through automatically, so you can pretty much get up to 30 bits of data literally at your fingertips, and all of those are completely customizable. So we've got those set up to some pretty standard fields, but if you're having a power meter, you can view some pretty detailed power metrics on there. And you can view things like heart rate graphs. Pretty much any however geeky the information you want to see, this will display it for you, really. So that's from the performance angle. And while you're out on the bike, the good thing about the Garmin is whenever it's capturing every single sort of pedal rev almost of your ride in terms of where you've been, and also the performance data while you're riding. So when you get back, you can then view all of that data, including where you've been on Garmin Connect, so see it overlaid on various maps, etc. The virtual partner functionality has been revamped a little bit, so it's a little bit more animated in terms of the screen. So Matt here was using this, and he was racing against the virtual partner riding 14.8 miles an hour. You can just simply, if you want to increase the speed of your competitor, you can just increase it, and it will show you how far ahead or behind you are versus that time. The other key functionality obviously is that you can if you've done a ride previously, you want to race yourself again over that ride, you can use this to do it. So you would see how far you are ahead or behind on this screen, and then on the map screen you would see you and an arrow of a virtual you, so you'd be able to see exactly where you are geographically as well. So that's the kind of the key performance aspects. From the navigation point of view, we've tried to simplify it a lot versus where the 705 was. So that's done by 2 ways. The Where To icon, that is basically if you want to navigate to a specific address like you would a sat-nav. That's basically what that function is. So if you're going somewhere that you haven't planned before, you just simply click the Where To icon, and you can go to an address, type in an address, or you can go to a POI if you want to find the nearest cafe or service station for some post-bonk carbohydrates. Then that's what you do. The where it's most simple though is in is in by pressing the courses function. Every ride that you've planned before, every ride that you've downloaded before, irrespective of format, or whether it's a GPX, whether it's a TCX, whether it's a .fit file, all of those end up in that folder. So you don't have to think about it. The device converts it for you into a course file. So you click on a course, you then view it. You see where it's been overlaid on the map. You can see the elevation profile of that map, of that course. We've just changed the scales on that a bit. So you can see the whole elevation profile of that course. You can see the information on that course, so how far it was, how long it took, etc. And then basically, if you're happy to do it, you can even permanently display it on the map. So you can select the color you want to display it on. So let's choose display it on red. So that course will be permanently, when we go back to the map page, will be permanently displayed in red on it. And then if you want to do the course, you just click go, and you just click navigate, and off you go, basically, and it'll follow it around. So you will get, if you're on road, you'll get turn-by-turn directions for every turn along that way. So even if the screen that is of most interest to you are the data screens, you won't have to worry about missing a turn, because it will automatically alert you and flip to the map page when you're approaching one. So basically it's designed to be, I guess, the computer for all types of riding and kind of all types of rider. The addition of the Ordnance Survey mapping capability means it's probably more suited to off-road than our previous Edge 705, which didn't have that capability. So we're kind of excited about getting this onto the market, and we see it. If you're the kind of rider that rides on the road in the summer, maybe goes on a biking holiday in Europe and needs touring instructions, and then in the winter you're doing some off-road riding, and you want to sort of put it on your mountain bike and sort of do some proper navigation on Ordnance Survey maps, this is the product that's going to be able to suit all of those three sort of uses, really. In terms of pricing, we start the neutral kind of sort of the entry-level SKU starts at 349, and then at the top end, so that's with heart rate, cadence, full European road maps, that's 449 basically. So that's it's not cheap, but it's a lot of functionality and a lot of maps for what you're getting. And there are similar Ordnance Survey bundles at similar prices, basically, between 349 and 449. So yeah, so it's going to be out third week in October in terms of being in the stores.